Starring June Lockhart, Hugh Riley, John Provost as Timmy, and, of course, Lassie.
It's Steve Talbot. Come on, pedestrian. And I seen the day he begged me to loan him Lassie in the wagon.
Yeah, he built it himself so he could get in the big race.
I heard about that. They've got all sorts of prizes and a gold cup for the winner.
A lot of kids are building them. Bob Anderson, Keith Evans, Lee Brock. Even Otis Smith is making one.
They aren't so hard to make. I could make one easy if I had the stuff.
You could?
Sure. They have kits and plans.
We've got a motor to roll lawnmower.
Does it run?
Real good. Timmy, if we pooled our money...
Hey, Bill has 4 rubber wheels and he wants to trade for my butterfly collection.
And if we put our stuff together and your dad would help us, maybe we could build one ourselves.
We'll call it the Red Wizard.
I like blue.
Who ever heard of a blue wizard?
The motor belongs to me, and we're going to be partners in it.
Well, then we'll call it the Speed Boy.
Speed Girl. I'll go home and see about the motor right now. Bye.
Speed Girl? Ew. Come on, Lassie.
How about the engineering department taking a little time off to gather the eggs,
In a minute, Mom. I have to finish putting this wheel on.
Now, the car will have to wait until you've done your work.
Okay. Lassie. Lassie, would you do a favor for me, girl? Gather enough eggs to fill this basket. I've got more important things to do.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Quiet, Lassie. I'm only trying to see how fast he goes.
Meeting you here.
So you did pretty good. I've done better.
And so will I. You just wait until the big race, and I'll show you what a real car and driver can do.
Do you know what time it is?
Gosh, Dad, I forgot the time.
Timmy, there's something you've got to understand right now. The farm comes first, before any hobby or pleasure.
Yes, Dad.
You're part of this farm. You've got duties and responsibilities, just as your mother and I have.
But I had to try that motor out. It runs like a whiz.
Oh, running a car is a lot of fun. But you don't run a farm by having fun.
I know, Dad.
All right. Now, look, you clean out this ditch, huh, until the water is clear. Then you can go back to your car. But I want you to come back here at 1 o'clock sharp and shut this gate.
I'll do it.
It's important, because if this field gets too much water, I might have to replant, so don't forget it, huh?
I won't.
Jimmy, she really did go, huh?
Sure did. Did you hand me that rag? Gosh, I almost forgot. What time do you suppose it is?
Well, it's after lunch.
And I gotta go down to the irrigation ditch and close that water gate. It'll take me at least 20 minutes to get down there and back. Lassie. Go down to the irrigation ditch and close that gate. Go down and pull that lever free. Go on. Faster! We're late already. Did you shut the gate? Good girl. Mom! Hey, Mom!
Yes? Oh, that looks wonderful, doesn't it?
Wait till you see me at the wheel on Saturday.
Well, if you drive, what's Willie going to do?
She's my pitman. She services the car and holds up the card and says how fast I'm going and what lap it is and who's ahead and all that sort of stuff like that there.
Well, that sounds really important.
It really isn't, Mrs. Martin. But I guess Timmy should be the driver, even if I do own half the car.
Isn't it pretty? It's all finished.
Timmy, I've got something to say to you in the barn.
Yes, Dad.
Willie, how about some lemonade?
Thank you, Mrs. Martin.
I thought I told you to close that water gate at 1 o'clock sharp.
But I did.
Well, then how come it was still open when I came by 4 hours later?
Open? But I...
You what?
I sent Lassie down to close it.
I thought so. Resulting in a flooded field that I'm going to have to take time to replant. Not counting the cost of wasted water and seed.
But I thought she did it.
Oh, the lever was tripped all right, but the gate didn't fall into place.
I'm sorry, Dad.
I'm sure you are. But being sorry doesn't undo the damage. You're going to be punished.
Yes, Dad.
And I think this time the punishment's going to mean something. You're not to drive that car for the next 10 days.
How about no dessert for a whole year?
Nope.
But, Dad, I just got to drive in the time trials and the big race.
Why should you be allowed to enter that race when you're neglecting a much more important race here at the farm?
I am?
Yes. We run a constant race against weather, insects, marketing conditions, crop failures, and a dozen other obstacles. And if we let them get ahead of us, we fail.
Gosh, I never thought of it that way.
Probably not.
But...
Save your arguments, Timmy. Now, you think about our personal race here at the farm for the next 10 days, and I think you'll remember to hold up your end a little bit better.
Yes, Dad. So that's the way it is. And when my dad says something, he means it.
Well, guess there's only one thing to do. I'll drive.
You drive, but you're a girl.
I can drive just as good as any boy in Calverton. That includes you.
You can beat that. And take it easy on the turns or go full out on the straightaway.
What's the matter? Haven't you got enough nerve to drive it yourself?
Get lost. Can't you see we're busy?
Looks like a bucket of bolts to me. Make you eat dust, Steve Talbot.
Car number 7.
That's us. Get going. What's the matter with you? What'd you slow down for?
Something went wrong.
Nah, that's what I get for letting a girl drive it.
Well, it wasn't my fault. The car just stopped.
What happened?
She goofed. Now we'll be in the tail position in the big race.
Well, let's see if we can find out what the trouble is, huh?
Women drivers.
That'll be enough of that sort of talk, young man.
Well, She is a woman driver, isn't she?
Well, here's your trouble. The cotter pin came out of the gas lever.
It was my engine, and it was you who insisted on overhauling it. If that cotter pin came out, it's your fault. Now who's to blame?
Now, look, let's not have any quarreling. Arguments and harsh words never settled anything.
That's all I've got to say to you. Mr. Martin, will you please take me home?
Of course, Willie. Ruth, you and Willie get into the pickup. I'll take her home, and then I'll drop you off. Timmy, you stay here. I'll come back and get you and Lassie and the car, huh?
Okay.
Tough, Timmy. You'll be eating dust all through the big race. Next time, drive it yourself.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Eat dust, huh? We'll see about that. Come on, Lassie. Let's go find that cotter pin. Ought to be a bunch of them around here. Here's one, girl. Hear that, girl? I tell you, this is the best car in Calverton, and I'm here to prove it. Watch my dust, Lassie. That's all. I guess I'm in trouble again.
I guess you are, and in more ways than one.
But I had to prove that my car was fast. I wanted to win the big race.
You know, I thought you'd learned something, but I was wrong. Timmy, winning the race is important, but you did a sloppy assembly job that resulted in last place in the time trials. Now, you've got to see things in their proper perspective. You neglected your own work and you put it on to Lassie.
And you nearly killed yourself this afternoon. Now, you know you're supposed to fasten your safety belt and wear your crash helmet. If it hadn't been for Lassie, why, the car would probably have been burnt to cinders.
I'm sorry, I guess I wasn't thinking.
Fortunately, the car isn't badly damaged.
And fortunately, Willie's a good driver.
Dad, can we go by Willie's house? I want to apologize for being so rough on her. I wish her good luck in the big race.
Of course we can, son. You know something, girl? I think Timmy's just won a much tougher race than the one on the track here.